morning, Tigers. Today is Monday, February 1st, 2021.
Hi, this is Ella. Today is February 1st, 2021.
And with your morning announcements. Remember that next week's schedule is Monday through Thursday. Wednesday is a regular school day, and you are expected to attend classes that day. Friday is a day off for students. Second semester is right around the corner, starting on February 8th. Be sure to look at your schedule to see what classes you'll be having. Students may not change their schedule unless one of the following applies. 1. You have a wrong level course assigned. 2. You have a hole in your schedule. 3. You are missing a core class. You have until Friday, February 12th to make changes to your schedule for any of the above reasons. Reminder to check your second block class to determine your lunch. Here's an important note as we head into semester 2. If you plan on participating in OSAA athletics and activities, you must be enrolled in 3 classes.
If you are enrolled in 100% online classes, then we've got some news for you. Instead of having your periods labeled 5 through 8, they'll actually be labeled 1 through 4. This does not affect your online learning. Contact your school counselor for more details.
The Minoru Yasui Student Contest has announced its 2021 essay competition on refugee and immigrant experiences. Students in grades 6 through 12 are able to write essays exploring refugee or immigrant experiences. The deadline is March 12th. For more information on contest details, please go to the Legacy Project website.
School Photo Day is coming February 2nd. On Tuesday, February 2nd, during advisory, you'll be given a link to the school landing page and some time to take a selfie portrait. Ariana will give us more information about that in the later half of the show.
Girls, the Rose Festival wants to remind you that February 24th is the application deadline to be on the Rose Festival court. The schools in the Metro West have one representative on the court. 2 years ago, Tigard's Tori Lopez had the experience of being a princess. If you are interested, check out this website to apply. Don't wait to get started because you need to attend one of the mandatory overview sessions in early February.
With the new semester coming up, Riley asked Mr. Bailey about the possibility of limited in-person instruction and hybrid for school students.
What do you think that limited in-person instruction might look like in Tigard?
Yeah, so limited in-person, obviously the word is limited, so it'll be small groups. Our current guidance from the state allows for groups of 20 or fewer to be in the building for up to 2 hours. When we start limited in person, we are going to start very, very small. There might just be one small group for a couple of weeks as we work out the kinks and make sure that all of our protocols in the building are working. And as they're working, we can continue to go down the list and invite more and more students to come in. Our priorities are going to be those students who have demonstrated a greater need for a number of different reasons. And then we also have some strategies around focusing on our seniors so that we can give them the supports that they need in order to graduate.
The likelihood of high school students getting into the building this year is?
It's really a tough one to answer. So I would like to keep my fingers crossed that there will be a likelihood that we can get into our hybrid schedule. We're planned for it. We're ready for it. Our schedule will work for it. It all comes down to the metrics. It'll all come down to the number of cases that are in Washington County and even more particularly in Tigard-Tualatin School District boundaries. And if those metrics can reach the point where the state agencies that are governing this work say that it's safe for students to return, then we'll be able to do that. We're getting a little bit of a leg up now that teachers and educators and bus drivers and food service and custodian and all of our staff are able to receive the vaccine. That's going to be helpful in moving that in making that progress.
Anything else that you would just like to let kids know about the second semester as a whole?
Just in general that, for the first time for our high school students, the second semester is going to come with a whole brand new set of teachers. And so we're hoping to really take some time early in the semester like we did in first semester to build community, to build a culture in our classroom where we're getting to know each other. My one hope is that we can really focus on community and focus on engagement so that our kids can get the best out of a really tough situation. The other thing that I would point out is that this is a really tough situation for our teachers. And especially when we don't have very many cameras on, it's like they're talking into a dark space. And we have some students that absolutely should not have their cameras on for a number of different reasons, and that is okay. We're not going to require it. My ask as the principal, though, is if you're able to have it on, it really does help our teachers be better teachers. If they can see facial expressions and they can see kids nodding along or shrugging their shoulders if they don't know, we're so used to gauging that when we have kids in class with us that we can adjust how we're teaching. And without that sort of feedback, it makes it challenging. So if you are able to, and if you're willing to, we're really encouraging as many students as possible to have their cameras on.
So much for doing the interviewing.
Here are some club features.
Alright, should I do my intro?
Sure.
Alright, what's up, Tigers? Today, we're interviewing our local BSU president, Mr. Abdirahim Muhammad.
Thank you, Lucas. I'm happy to be here.
What is BSU and what does it mean to you?
The BSU is the Black Student Union, and what it means to me is just we get together, me and the other black students at Tigard High School, I think like 21 of them, and we just have conversations on what it's like to be black in a space that's oftentimes a lot of white people.
So regarding the limited black population in our area, what do you see the purpose of our BSU being to black students?
It provides a safe space for the black students to actually have conversations that affect them personally and actually be in a room where everybody looks like them. It just provides an extra level of comfortability that you don't really get that often.
In addition to BSU, we have a few new affinity groups this year. One is the Muslim Student Union. It is working to create a strong community at Tigard High and is looking for members. Meetings will be every other week on Monday afternoons. For more information and a link to join the meeting, email Mrs. Escobar. And here's Jesus to tell us more about the Indigenous Peoples Club.
Hello, my name is Jesus Waldepinero, and I am the first president of the Indigenous Club. And if you identify as an Indigenous person of the Americas from Alaska all the way to Argentina, you should come join us. My email is 24waldepinero@ttsd.org.
Hi, Deja.
Hi, Hannah.
So I just have a couple questions for you. The first one being, what is Movie Critic Club?
Movie Critic Club is a club based around SEL, which is social emotional learning. And basically what we do is we just get together every week on our Google Meet to talk about different movies we watch, recommend movies to each other or TV shows, just so that we can have that type of social interaction with other people, even if it's not in person.
That's awesome. So you kind of answered it, but so in Movie Critic Club, you just watch movies? So like, what do you do?
Yeah, so we just started a new part of the club called PowerPoint parties. If you join the club, you'll get to find out what those are. But otherwise, we just watch movies. We pick a few movies as options to watch throughout the next part of the week. And then when we meet again, we talk about our opinions of them and things similar.
Awesome. Can students still join Movie Critic Club?
Yes, students can join Movie Critic Club at any time. We meet every Wednesday at 1:30. We always want new people to join because we just like to have more people to talk about movies with.
And then what is the goal of this club? Like, what do you see coming out of it?
Yeah, so I just really wanted a type of place where I can talk to other people about like different movies, because I really like watching TV and movies, and sometimes it feels kind of pointless. Like, why am I even watching this? But having a place like the Movie Critic Club to be able to just be like, yeah, I'm watching it for this, it's not just like useless, and I get to tell other people what I think about it. I think that, I don't know, it just seems really cool, I guess, and I feel like it kind of serves more of a purpose than just sitting down and watching a movie. And I don't know how the other people in the club think about it, but that's what I think.
I'm sure you can make a lot of great connections, especially right now when you can't necessarily do that in person.
For sure. And a lot of the people in the club right now I know personally, but some of them I don't. And so it's really cool being able to branch out like who I know at school when I'm not even at school.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Hannah.
Good morning, Tigers. It's Ariana here to let you know that on Tuesday, February 2nd, it's going to be our official school photo day. On Tuesday during advisory, students in grade 9 through 11 will be given a link to the school landing page and get the time to take a selfie photo during class. Here's what you need to know before Tuesday. When you click the link, you'll be taken to the school page where you type in your student ID number and go to your own welcome landing page. There will be some directions, but you just need to find a well-lighted, solid colored backdrop to use where you line up your head using the guidelines and basically just take your own photo. It's that easy. You are going to want to be ready that day, so make sure that you get up, get dressed, and get ready to take a picture on Tuesday. The link will be available after advisory in the bulletin and on social media, but there will not be another time during the school day for photos. The website also works best with phones, so we recommend that you use your own phone, but a Chromebook will work just as well, or any computer with a camera. Seniors, you don't need to do this because you already submitted a photo to the yearbook staff. These photos will be your yearbook portrait and your school IDs, so be sure that they look nice. Here's a little preview of what it's going to look like. Once you get to this page, you're going to want to type in your student ID number, which is just the number to all your passwords, so obviously I can't show mine, but after you do that, it's going to take you to this page where you just go through and it tells you to get ready to take a picture, as well as some examples of what not to do in the picture. So after you go through all that, you just hit begin, and then it's going to take you to the loading page where you have to give the website access to your camera, otherwise this isn't going to work. Then once you do that, it's just going to take you here, and you just have to fill in your face with the line frames like I'm doing here. And obviously you're going to want to take one better than mine, but after you do that, you can retake it or just submit it if you'd like, and that's it. It's so simple and it's really easy, and it just takes like less than a minute.
Since it's the last week of the semester, here are some words of encouragement from Mr. Harrison and Mrs. Barker.
Words of wisdom here. You gotta play the game to change the game, right? Don't let the game play you. So keep doing what you're doing. And then from the genius Wu-Tang, I'm on a mission people say is impossible, but when I swing my swords, they're all choppable, right? You guys have the tools, so swing those swords.
Hello everybody, it's me, Mrs. Barker, on the top of the world, here to give you a quick motivational speech to wrap up the quarter. I'm super proud of all of your efforts, and just a quick shout out to all of my students. I'm about to show you some things that were in my classroom and I had forgotten about, and they sure inspire me when I'm feeling a little weak or I just need to be reminded to keep going and put one foot in front of the other. Let your dreams be bigger than your fears. The biggest mistake you could ever make is being too afraid to make one. I love this. People crazy enough to believe they can change things are usually the ones that do, so stay crazy. Make yourself proud. At the end of the day, you live with yourself, right? Make yourself proud. Make decisions you can look back on and go, that was the best I could do. And don't forget, Tigard High, you got this. Sending you lots of love and strength. Have a great end of your first semester. Can't believe we're halfway.
What is up, Tiger Today family? It's your boy Opti, and today the Tiger Today crew just has a message for you guys, just to end the semester and for all your future endeavors. So without further ado,
We want to say thank you. Thank you for sitting through all of our episodes.
Thank you, teachers, for playing all our episodes.
Thank you for believing in us.
In a year like 2020-2021, where we've had so many downs, our broadcasting class can say that doing this for you guys has made our year much better.
We have had to adapt to a pandemic, but shared smiles with dignity.
We couldn't make food together, but we showed each other how to make our favorite dishes.
We had in-depth reporting on the weekly weather.
We made videos about broken hearts to help heal yours.
The reason we did all of this was for you, and it even gave us something to look forward to.
And we are forever grateful. Until next time.
thank you, Tigers.